That Mr. Underhill slowly turned pink, as he always did when people were rude to him. But then he turned something else. He turned yellow. His hair bristled out. He gave a coughing roar, and was a yellow lion leaping down the hill at Blackbeard, white flames gleaming. But Blackbeard stood there no longer. A gigantic tiger, color of night and lightning, bounded to meet the lion. The lion was gone. Below the cave, all of a sudden, stood a high grove of trees, black in the winter sunshine. The tiger, checking himself in mid-leap, just before he entered the shadow of the trees, caught fire in the air, became a tongue of flame lashing out at the dry, dark branches. But where the trees had stood, a sudden waterfall leaped from the hillside, an arch of silvery crashing waves thundering down upon the fire. But the fire was gone. For just a moment, before the fisherman's staring eyes, two hills rose. The green one he knew, and a new one, a bare brown hillock ready to drink up the rushing waterfall, that passed so quickly it made Bert blink. And after blinking, he blinked again, and moaned, for what he saw now was a great deal worse. Where the cataract had been, there had hovered a dragon. Black wings darkened all the hill. Steel claws reached groping, and from the dark, scaling, gaping lips, fire and steam shot out. Beneath the monstrous creature stood Blackbeard, laughing. "Take any shape you please, little Mr. Underhill," he taunted. "I can match you. But the game grows tiresome. I want to look upon my treasure, upon Innikill. Now, big dragon, little wizard, take your true shape. I command you by the power of your true name, Yvard." Bert could not move at all, not even to blink. He cowered, staring whether he would or not. He saw the black dragon hang there in the air above Blackbeard. He saw the fire lick like many tongues from the scaly mouth, the steam jet from the red nostrils. He saw Blackbeard's face grow white, white as chalk, and the beard-fringed lips trembling. "Your name is Yvard." "Yes," said a great, husky, hissing voice. "My true name is Yvard, and my true shape is this shape." But the dragon was killed. They found dragon bones on Idrith Island. "That was another dragon," said the dragon, and then stopped like a hawk, talons outstretched, and Bert shut his eyes. When he opened them, the sky was clear, the hillside empty, except for a reddish, blackish trample spot and a few talon marks in the grass. Bert the fisherman got to his feet and ran. He ran across the common, scattering sheep to right and left, and straight down to the village street to Polani's father's house. Polani was out in the garden, weeding the nasturtiums. "Come with me," Bert gasped. She stared. He grabbed her wrist and dragged her with him. She screeched a little, but did not resist. He ran with her straight to the pier, pushed her into his fishing sloop, the Queenie, untied the rope, took up the oars, and set off rowing like a demon. The last that Satins Island saw of him and Polani was the Queenie's sail vanishing in the direction of the nearest island westward. The villagers thought they would never stop talking about it. How Goody Gull's nephew Bert had lost his mind and sailed off with the schoolmistress on the very same day that the peddler Blackbeard disappeared without a trace, leaving all his feathers and beads behind. But they did stop talking about it 3 days later. They had other things to talk about when Mr. Underhill finally came out of his cave. Mr. Underhill had decided that since his true name was no longer a secret, he might as well drop his disguise. Walking was a lot harder than flying, and besides, it was a long, long time since he'd had a real meal.